So with the world the way it is today, you may be thinking, what crops should I plant if I live in Canada to be able to survive a winter without grocery stores? And in today's video, we're going to share those tips. Hello my Canadian gardeners, how are you guys doing today? I hope your planting season is going well. I am currently getting a face full of sun, so if I squint, I am sorry. If you don't know me and you're new to this channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. My name is Ashley, and on this channel, we focus on all things Canadian and cold climate, gardening, houseplants, you name it. I have a formal education in soil science and a love of gardening. I combine the two into the most wonderful YouTube videos that are jam-packed with information that take the theory and place it into practice. And we debunk some myths and we look at some new ways of doing things. So today's survival crops, there are 5 of them, some of which you have not heard in other videos on YouTube, I can promise you that. And it's based completely on the ease of being able to grow these crops in Canada or in cold climates, nutritional composition of the crops, plate appeal, storage ability, because let's face it, we have winter and fall and various seasons where nothing will grow. And finally, reseedability. So can we take that crop at the end of winter and plant it back in the ground and expect some more food to come back our way without having to repurchase it? But before we get started, make sure to smash that like button and also maybe hit that subscribe button for all the details. If you are gardening in zone 3 all the way to zone 6, if you're Canadian or American, this channel applies to you. Be sure to watch the end of the video because I have a special announcement and it has to do with this field and equipment behind me. It is going to revolutionize the channel and it's really going to spice things up. So let's get into it. My friend doesn't know I'm doing this yet, but she's opening a business on Monday. This business has everything to do with all things wellness. It is a chiropractic clinic that offers all different kinds of services, but they also have a business Instagram account that gives you tons of tips. So this video is entirely dedicated to Dr. Cheryl at the Aligned Chiropractic Clinic. If you guys want some awesome tips on health, some workouts that you can save on Instagram, and all things fitness, be sure to check out her Instagram. I will leave that tag here and I will also leave it down below. So because this video is dedicated to Aligned Chiropractic Clinic, we obviously have to take nutrition into factor, and all the nutrition facts I have piled into these 5 crops is completely information I have learned from Dr. Cheryl over the years. So we're taking her knowledge and my knowledge and merging it together to give you an awesome video where you will survive any apocalypse that may be pending. So the number 1 crop might be obvious, it's potatoes. The top reason for the potatoes is storageability and reseedability. Obviously, we know they store very well in any kind of cold cellar, but they also reseed very easily. The nutrition content is there, especially in the macronutrient side, so it is a great crop and it grows very well in Canada. Now you can spice up the plate appeal. Don't just get your Yukon Golds. You can get purple, you can get red, you can get white. Get all different colors, plant all those different forms. Each one has its own unique micronutrient profile, so don't limit yourself. The number 2 crop is carrots. So obviously they're orange, so it gives us another color on the plate. But they also have a very strong storage ability, which again is very important in Canada. Micronutrient profile on this crop is huge. It puts all the other crops to shame. That is why carrots is number 2 on the list of must-have crops. Just check out this nutrient profile. That vitamin A is insane. Everyone's heard of carrot juice and all of its benefits and its miracle work, so that's why it's included in here. It's easy to grow in Canada, easily accessible at most grocery stores. If you let it flower, you will get seeds, so you can reseed it next year. Number 3, zucchini. Now green is hard to come by and it was actually really difficult to find something that had a nutrient profile that I liked, that was prolific in how much nutrient it gave us, and was green, because green, as we know, is a healthy color. It's one of the health foods. It's the color you look for in the grocery store when you're trying to get fit for summer. Now the reason I picked zucchini is purely because of its reseedability. It is very easy to get seeds out of a zucchini to then use to replant next year, but it also is very prolific in how many fruits it supplies us. That fruit is storable, whether it's through canning or freezing. Now, besides the color, it is very high in nutrients. It has some of the micronutrients that aren't typically seen in the other 5 crops that we're talking about today. Number 4, beets. Now, anyone who's Ukrainian or is a part of a Ukrainian family knows about borscht. This is very popular, but beets is actually good, almost like a baked potato as well. It's really easy to cook and the storage ability is very high. What I didn't realize about beets until I brought in Dr. Cheryl's knowledge was the micronutrient profile on beets is kind of insane. I'll put a photo here from a source that has kind of the micronutrient profile, but this is an honest to goodness miracle food. It is easy to seed in Canada. It is easy to grow in Canada. It doesn't have a long growing season. Some of these varieties you can get 30 to 60 day growing degree days, which is unbelievable in my mind. Number 5, peas. But not just any peas, inoculated peas. If you don't know what inoculation is, you need to look it up and you need to try it this year with your peas. It's going to increase your yields tenfold. Now, the number one reason for putting peas on the list isn't just the ease of growing and the reseed ability, but it's actually the protein content. 1 cup of peas has 7.5 grams of protein. That macronutrient is incredibly important to so many things. But not only that, the peas have probably one of the highest protein contents in any of the vegetables. Storage ability is next level because all you simply have to do is freeze it. I know we've all seen frozen peas in the grocery aisles in the frozen section, so pretty self-explanatory there. So there you guys go. The crops are potatoes, carrots, beets, zucchini, and peas. You have the colors of the rainbow, a whack load of micronutrients, every macronutrient you're going to need, and also the knowledge of gardening on storage ability, reseed ability, and yield. So, like I said, I did this for my friend Cheryl in hopes of getting her some traction. So be sure to check out her Instagram. Like I said, lots of tips and tricks for you to follow there. Now, this field behind me with that machinery is actually going to be the home of my new garden. So don't worry, I'm still gonna have my container garden and I'm still gonna have my backyard garden. So you'll still be able to see that, but I'm gonna have a garden behind me and I've already planned 17 different crops that I'm going to plant in it. Yes, 17. And this is going to afford me the ability to give you guys better videos on homesteading and just bigger gardening. It's also going to let me actually perform some experiments. So, like I said, peas, we can try inoculated versus non-inoculated. We can try different brands beside each other. We can try different organic versus inorganic fertilizers, different types of pesticides and how they work. So it is going to be awesome. So if you're into homesteading, if you're into the great outdoors and want to see what growing a crop is like in Saskatchewan, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and follow along all summer. Now, that piece of machinery is soon to be digging up this entire plot. And I'm actually very excited because I got to pick the spot I get to put it in because it's my father-in-law who's letting me do this. And I picked a spot that is near a marsh, meaning the organic growth here in vegetation has been very high. And not only that, it used to be a cow pasture. Now the cows have long retired or expired. And so all the manure has been sitting in this soil profile for probably 5-10 years and not been added to. So this is very rich soil. When I step on it, it feels mushy and soft and it hasn't even been tilled up yet. So once that machine gets a few passes through, I will then go through it with a rototiller. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. I will show you what we plant, how we plant it, and all the things in between. So if you guys want to see that, make sure you hit that subscribe button. But if you enjoyed the survival tips video, be sure to give that a like. If you have any crops that you'd like to add for survival in Canada, please do. I'd love to hear what your ideas are, and tell us why you chose that crop. Was it reseedability, storage, micronutrients, macronutrients? Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a fun planting spring season. Make sure no plants outside yet. May long, promise me. You will thank me for that later. I will talk to you guys later. Bye. So I'm gonna take you guys on a quad ride and show you around the farm, but that doesn't look very friendly. So I'll try to get what I can, but it starts raining. Our hole digger